makes it easy to share your screen or just individual applications on your screen with the other participants of a meeting. This is especially useful if you need to share something like a PowerPoint presentation or maybe to demonstrate how a piece of software works. So for example, right now I have an Excel spreadsheet open here in Microsoft Excel. Here's a PowerPoint presentation. In Google Chrome, I have the Zoom website loaded up. And I also have a Zoom meeting already in progress. You can see down here it's currently minimized. I can pop that open. And there's Nick again. Thanks for helping me out again, Nick.
No problem.
So at some point during a regular meeting like this, you may want to share something on your screen with the other participants. Clicking here at the bottom of the screen, we have this share button. You can see that gives me several different options. The first option here in the top left is to share your desktop, which is essentially your entire screen. If you choose this option, everything visible on your screen will be visible to the meeting participants. So if I select that and choose share, and Nick, you can see my screen instead of my camera right now, right? Well, I mean, you can see me in the corner here, right?
Yeah, still see you, but the main screen is Google Chrome.
Yep. And if I switch to another application like Excel, you're seeing that.
Now I see Excel.
And the same thing with PowerPoint. So you're seeing my entire screen as I manipulate it in real time. All right, so now I should also mention that if you have more than one monitor connected to your computer, you'll be able to select which screen you want to share. But for now, I'm going to click Stop Share up here, and we're back to just our regular meeting view. Because I think in most cases, you'll get more use out of sharing a specific application rather than your entire screen. Because you never know what notifications or other things may pop up on your screen during your meeting and interrupt it. So if I come here to the Share menu again, let's say I need to share my PowerPoint presentation. I can select PowerPoint, and then I can click Share. And again, Nick, now you're just seeing the PowerPoint presentation as I page through that.
That's right.
But if I switch to Excel on my screen, you're not seeing Excel, correct?
No, I still see PowerPoint.
Right. So I can continue working on my screen, looking at other info and doing other things, but Nick is still just seeing the PowerPoint screen. All right, let's stop that. And we'll open up the share window again. Now, if what you're sharing requires audio, be sure to check the Share Computer Sound checkbox here so your participants will be able to hear your audio. Also, if you know you have a good internet connection with plenty of bandwidth, you can check Optimize for Full Screen Video Clip so the participants will have the clearest image of what you're sharing. Now, in addition to sharing your screen or a specific application, there are some other useful options here as well. Notice we have this whiteboard option. If I choose to share that, notice that gives me this white screen here, and I can draw on this. And the cool thing about this is that participants can also draw on the whiteboard so you can collaborate with each other. So if Nick goes up to the View Options menu on his screen, there he can select Annotate, and Nick, you should be able to draw on this whiteboard now. And there it is. Now, at any point, I can use any of the tools here to add more to the whiteboard. I can also click the Clear button and choose to clear, say, just my drawings and leave Nick's there, or I can clear all the viewers' drawings or clear everything from the whiteboard. So we start with a blank slate again. All right, we'll stop that one. And we'll come up to the Share menu again. Now, Zoom also gives you the unique ability to share the screen of iOS devices. So if you have an iPhone or iPad connected to your computer, you can come up to the Share menu, and here select iPhone/iPad via cable. Now, you can also wirelessly connect to your Zoom meeting using this AirPlay option, but that requires installing an additional plugin. I do have an iPhone connected to my computer via the Lightning cable right now, so if I select that and click Share, after a moment, we see the iPhone screen, and Nick, you can see that as well, right?
That's right.
So you can watch me operate this iPhone in real time now as we continue to have our meeting. All right, we'll stop that one. All right, so we have a few more options to look at here under Share. If I switch over to the advanced options, here you'll find things like the ability to share just a portion of the screen for times when you maybe don't want to share your entire screen or just a single application. Maybe you want to switch between two or more apps and you can just drag them into the portion of the screen that you're sharing as needed. Then we also have the option to share your computer audio only, which is useful if you just need to play an audio recording and don't need to share any visuals with your participants. And there's also an option here to share content from a second camera. If you choose this option, you'll be able to cycle through all the cameras connected to your computer. So for example, if you have a second camera pointed at some paper documents that you need to share, this option can really come in handy so you don't have to hold the documents up to your default camera. Right, and finally, by default, any participants can share their screen or applications in the same way you can, but as the host, you can control this. If I click this arrow next to the share button here, you can choose whether one participant can share at a time, or if multiple participants can share simultaneously. That might be a good option if everybody needs to collaborate simultaneously on multiple documents. We can also go into our advanced sharing options and set the defaults here. So if I know that I often need multiple participants sharing simultaneously, I can choose that option. But we can also choose options that only the host can share if I don't want the participants to share their screens. And we can also choose who can start sharing when someone else is already sharing, whether it's other participants or just the host. I'm going to leave everything as is, and I'll close that again. All right, so there you have the screen sharing options available here in Zoom. Thanks again for helping me out, Nick.
No problem.
All right, and we're going to end the meeting. And those are your screen sharing options in Zoom.